Hi everyone, I'm going to review this amp, tell you what it sounds like. I'm not going to go into all the technical stuff and the EQ in the bathroom, none of that. What does this amp sound like? Because, you know, to me, that's the big deal. That's the very big deal. Because if it doesn't sound good, I don't want it. I don't think you might want it. But so what I did, I got to test really the amplifier of this. And then at the end, I do it on its own. But to test this as an amplifier against this, which is a very nice bit of vintage, Sansui AU 317, which is good vintage, I can tell you. I used the Node Streamer 2.0 Blue Sound, and I went into this as an amplifier, and then I went from there to there and used that as an amplifier. Speaker wise, I was using the Rogers LS35A. I used a pair of Celestion ditton 33s, which are big. First thing I want to tell you about the sound of this. So this is from the Node into there. A lot of detail. You really do get so much detail. You get the cutting front edge of all sounds. Even sort of down low, you know, which somehow I wouldn't expect. But the point is, the cutting edge is filling you with detail. You'll be listening to songs and you'll be going, or I was going, oh, I didn't notice that before. I didn't notice that little tom-tom there. I didn't notice that sound go from left to right. I didn't notice that tiny hit on the ride cymbal, whatever it is, you will be noticing more detail. That sounds like the holy grail, doesn't it? You know, as hi-fi people, we think, or I certainly do, detail is what you want. If you're getting detail, you've won. Unfortunately, it's not the only quality in the world. Yes. Okay. I go to the Sansui, I go to this Sansui, what happens? I get what appears to be less detail. Now, it's not really that there's less detail, it's that it is smaller. It's proportionally smaller, and it's not giving me the cutting edges first. It's more of a deep sound, yeah? So this is the big deal. This Sansui, the sound is deeper. It's more, it's like a place you can go in and look around. This is more coming at you, coming right at you with a ton of detail. I mean, I thought this might be bass light. It's not really bass light, you know? And it, as you turn it up, it kind of gets nicely bigger. I never got to the full power. I mean, most of you never get to full power in any amp, but you can't see where it is really on here. But I was perfectly happy with the power, which is basically similar to this. This is probably a bit more, even though this is actually only meant to be 50 watts. But this old stuff, see, they measured it differently. But I want to say both of these have some welly, some impact about them. Yes, which I've heard some, you know, low power, other class D amps, they don't have welly or impact. So the welly and impact was there. So what happens is, you're hearing all this detail. I find myself sitting forward, listening to all this detail and examining it all. Now, strings, guitars, vocals, snare drums, it's a bit thin. Not enormously thin, but it's literally like the strings on the guitar, they've replaced them with thinner strings. It's like the snare drum is it's not so deep, the actual drum itself, you know? Or the ride cymbal is a higher one, you know? Everything got a bit higher, a bit more, you know, it's digitally, you know, if you understand what I mean by digitally, it's a bit synthetic, you know. I listen to 10cc, I'm Not in Love. It's got this mad rising harmonies at the beginning, that can kind of be really overwhelming and amazing on a big hi-fi, the right hi-fi. That could be an amazing thing. And those human voices can, like, you know, can send you into a sort of fuzzy, overwhelmed state. You know, if it's all right, if everything's bang on, you know, got all the right system, the speakers. But on here, it's just too synthetic. It's just too much, it's too digital, it's too synthetic. Now, I can imagine if you never heard anything before, because might well be something, you know, someone's first bit of kit. It's only £320. You might go, that's the be all and end all of the hi-fi thing for me. I got a nice amp. I could stream it all over the house, whatever, Bluetooth it, connects to everything in this, every satellite that NASA has, right? All the connectivity that was there. But the only thing is, those people won't realise that they're missing an extra dimension, which is, you know, the tonal authenticity and, you know, the bass. This is kind of flat. It kind of presents to you in a flat way. It's certainly not bass in the room. Something I go on about a lot. I really like to have the bass in the room. And then the mid-range and the treble can be in the middle or back or something like that. But you don't get bass in the room. It's not just on a flat plane, but compared to that Sansui, it certainly feels like it's on a flat plane. Okay, am I getting the picture? Let me just say, I don't sell any products on this channel. There's no links to buy anything. So, you know, I'm telling you the truth as a hi-fi enthusiast. So, you know, I figure that's worth knowing. Then, what I did, because this is going through this streamer into here, this streamer into Sansui. Then I go, okay, I'm just going to use this as a streamer and a DAC and an amplifier. Well, I won't go into tedious detail again, but it's the same affair, if not more so. Point being, the DAC on here is nicer. It's more humane. Yeah, it's got more authenticity. So when I went to this only and this amp, this solely, it got even more so what I've just been previously describing to you. So, you know, as a hi-fi person, yeah, that's a total bargain, I guess. But to me, it didn't sound that good. I don't want it. Let me say that. I don't want it. You know. But I'm sure lots of people that aren't mad about hi-fi and they don't want to spend a lot of money, they'd be absolutely delighted. And it's got some power, you know, which is nice. So, but, you know, for hi-fi people, if like you and me, probably, the people watching this channel, it doesn't deliver. It just does not deliver sound-wise. It's not authentic enough. Too digitally. I said it all. Anyway, okay, that's it. Thanks. Like and subscribe if you want. Support me on Patreon if you want. Okay, thanks. Bye for now.